morning, guys. I hope you're having a great morning. I'm your guy here, ready to get to it and just kind of be abundant with you guys. I hope you're living great. I hope you're getting a great start to your morning. I hope you're proving to your mind that you are a winner and you are everything you want to be. You already are. No matter what your physical situation looks like, what we want to create starts within the mind. Something I want to talk about today is something I learned early on, and I didn't really know the full depth of it by any means at that point, but I was subject to this quality from a young age when I got into sports and when I got into, I was this way to a degree with sports, not all the way, but I got into it. I found it and I made sense of it early on. And as I got into business and as I had mentors and learned from different people and got out of my comfort zone, this quality helped me change in a lot of ways. It helped me find myself more so to say. Like, it helped me understand why others had different results than I did. Why I wasn't in the situation I wanted to be in just yet. All right? What I'm talking about is being malleable to the right influence. It is being able to be coached or being coachable by the right individuals or the right situation. All right? It's being, again, malleable to the right influence. Malleable just means to be able to be shaped, to take form, to be cast into shape for whatever need or cause. So when you're malleable to the right influence, you take time to hear things out from people who you believe could have a better situation or they could guide you in the right direction. You take advice from individuals who have done the things that you want to do, or they do the things that you do now better. You take advice and you listen and you really internalize and try to apply what it is that they teach you. All right? You don't allow your ego or the ways that you've always known or gone about things to corrode your mind and keep you from making the changes that will allow you to be this different individual. You see, it's more about dropping our impatience and dropping our egotistical way of being that says, I know best. I've been through this. I have this emotional pain and it made me think this way and this is the best way to be. It's being able to see through that and drop that to the degree that we need to listen to someone else, to the degree that it will allow us to really hear somebody else and what they're trying to influence us with. Now, a big part of this is the second part. It is to the right influence, the right individuals, the right people or environments to be influenced by. It is not just being malleable to anything. And again, I said this is a learned trait, a learned skill for some of us. It's something we have to develop. You see, because as kids, we're incredibly influenceable. We're sponges. Just from the day we're born, we are absolute sponges of our environments. The energy, the way people talk to one another, the way people interact all together. Everything we go through, we're picking up on that from kids, as we learn how to conceptualize ourselves within the world. And it's in that process that we learn who we are, or at least we get an idea. But you see, what oftentimes happens is our parents, they do as best as they can with what they know how. But most people, in general, leave a lot on the table in life. They don't become everything they can be. Whether it's because they never feel like they had the opportunity to, or they know that they gave up on it, or anywhere in between. either side of it is the side of the battle that didn't be everything they could be. So when they start in that standpoint, and then we are the child that is to learn from them, we pick up on different habits, different patterns, different ways of thinking that they inevitably learned in their life that maybe never served them, or that never served any part of their life that they wanted to change. But it's just how they learned to be. It's just how they survived in this situation or that. So we pick up on these patterns. We pick up on them and we internalize them and we push them back out to the world in our own way until we choose to really look at them, accept them for what they are, and decide whether or not we really want it to be a part of us. Does this way of being that it was passed down, does this really serve me? Does it help me be who I want to be in this world? Or does it just feel familiar? Does it just feel comfortable to remain in this way of being? To remain in this understanding of the world? Or is it just familiar? Or is it just familiar? I'll say it 3 times in a row. You see, because we learn through familiarity. We learn by being exposed to something time and time again, to the point where it is familiar to us. It is a part of our mind to the degree that we've picked it up and absorbed it enough. You see, you might hear the best information known to man. You might go to an event. You might hear someone speak. You might watch a video, and it has the answer you're looking for. But if you don't do enough picking of it up and internalizing and applying it, you'll forget it. Right? So in the process of being malleable, we must continue to shape the iron, to cast the iron into whatever the shape is needed, based on what we're trying to pick up, based on what our influence is. You see, we can't just expect to change in all the ways we want to without really being conscious of it. We must continuously improve the way that we absorb influence, the way that we pick up on the outside parts of our world and the people we want to learn from. We must be in a constant, or at least a consistent battle, if you will, with the lower side of ourselves and pushing them down so we can bring that higher self in and learn from those that are doing better than us or are in a better position. You see, it is this that is the absence of ego and the abundance of your true self that really wants to see you succeed. That really wants, that knows success to begin with. That knows you can have whatever you want to have. And it's our process of finding, and once we do find it, accepting the influence from the environment or the situation or the individual that'll help us get to where we want to go. That'll help us understand what we don't already understand about ourselves, or whatever it looks like. But it starts with that coachability. It starts with that willingness to learn, that willingness to say, hey, you know what? I'm not where I want to be. I want to be different. I want to have a different situation. That burning desire for more. That burning desire to be more. Is it thriving within you? Or are you extinguishing that flame with your own selfish desires and your inability to accept influence from someone doing better? I love you guys. Let me know what you think about this below. Let's go have an amazing day. Be abundant, my friend.